So this question is asking us to spot all of the triangles. Now, I know from year one that a triangle has 3 sides, so I'm going to use this to help me answer this question. So let's start from the top corner where I can see a big purple circle. So I don't need to circle that because it's not a triangle. But look, underneath the circle is a blue triangle. Can you see it's got 3 sides? Even though it's upside down, it's still a triangle, isn't it? Okay, let's keep looking. So we've got an orange circle, a blue square, a green square. We've got a pink shape at the top that is definitely not a triangle. It definitely has more than 3 sides. And so does the dark green shape as well next to it. But look, underneath the dark green shape, we have got another triangle with 3 sides, a blue triangle. Okay, so let's keep looking. Well, all of the shapes underneath it look like they've definitely got more than 3 sides. But look, I nearly missed it. We have got another triangle at the bottom, an orange triangle, and it has 3 sides. So there we go. We have spotted 3 triangles here. Okay, now here we have the question, can you spot the hexagons? Now, how many sides does a hexagon have? Well, a hexagon has an X in it, doesn't it? And what number has an X in it? Oh, yes, the number 6. So a hexagon has 6 sides. So we're going to look at the yellow shape together to work out if it is a hexagon or not. Okay, now, there's the first side. So I'm going to cross out each side as I count them. The second side, the third, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this shape does have 6 sides here too, so therefore it is a hexagon and I can circle it. So now I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can find the other hexagons on this page. Okay, so remember a hexagon has 6 sides, so let's try the green shape underneath the one that we've just looked at. So count with me as I cross out the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, we've got 7 sides here and a hexagon has 6 sides, doesn't it? So therefore this shape isn't a hexagon. What type of shape is this shape if it has 7 sides? Yes, it's a heptagon, isn't it? Fantastic. Well done if you remembered that. So let's try. Well, we've got lots of triangles and we've got some squares and we've got some circles. So they're definitely not hexagons because we already know those shapes from year one, don't we? So let's have a look at the pink shape. Now count with me as I cross out the sides. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we've only got 5 sides, so this isn't a hexagon. We need 6 sides for a hexagon. What is the name of a shape that has 5 sides, though? Oh, yes, it's a pentagon, isn't it? Well done. Okay, now let's look at our last shape, which is the dark green shape at the top. And count with me as I cross out the sides. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we've got 6 sides, so what type of shape is this here too? Yes, it's a hexagon, so we need to circle it. So there we go. We have spotted 2 hexagons, and well done if you spotted those as well. That's fantastic. So now I would like you to have a go at the matching activity that you will find on your worksheet, Year 2 Maths, 22nd of February, Resource 2. And when you're finished, come back to the video. Okay, Year 2. So now we have got a tally chart here, and it is going to show us the different shapes that are here. We are going to represent the different shapes on our tally chart. Now, some of these shapes we found in the previous question. So rather than making you count all the sides again, I've just given you how many sides are on each shape. And we have some triangles there that we know are triangles. We've got some squares that we know are squares. But there are 2 shapes at the top, the blue shape and the yellow shape. And we need to know how many sides they have in order to put them in the tally chart. So let's count how many sides they have. Well, we've got the blue one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So the blue shape has 5 sides. And what is this shape called if it has 5 sides? Yes, it's called a pentagon, isn't it? Okay. Now, what about the yellow shape? Well, let's count the sides, shall we? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and we've got no more sides. So this shape has 6 sides. Now, what type of shape is this here too? Yes, if it has 6 sides, it is a hexagon. Fantastic. So now we know how many sides each shape has. We can fill out our tally chart. So let me start with the triangles. Well, how many triangles have we got? Well, let's cross out our first triangle. And remember, each tally mark is going to represent one shape. So we're going to put one tally mark next to triangles. And then next to that blue triangle, we also have a dark green triangle. So I'm going to cross that triangle out and add it to my tally. And then I can also see there's another blue triangle next to it. So I'm going to cross it out and put my tally mark for that triangle as well. So now let me have a look at the squares. Well, I can only see one big square, can you? So therefore, I'm going to cross that big square out and I'm going to add it to my tally chart. I only need one tally mark because there's only one square. Okay, now what about pentagons? Now, how many sides do pentagons have? Oh, yes, they have 5 sides, don't they? How many shapes can I see with 5 sides? Ah, the blue one at the top. So I can cross that out and add the tally mark to my tally chart. Now, are there any other shapes with 5 sides? No, there aren't, are there? So I've finished my tally for pentagons. But now I'd like to pause the video and have a go at filling out the tally chart for hexagons and heptagons. How many sides do each of these shapes have? Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, yeah, 2. So let's have a look. We've got hexagons next. Now, how many sides does a hexagon have? Well, in hexagon, we have the letter X, don't we? And we also have the letter X in the number 6. So therefore, hexagons have 6 sides. Well, let's have a look for the shapes that have 6 sides that we have got here. Well, we've got the first one, the dark green one. So we can add our tally mark after we've crossed it out. And then we have this yellow one that we just counted the sides for. So we can add our tally mark for that. And then we have our yellow one again. And we can add our tally mark for that. Now, are there any other shapes with 6 sides? No, there aren't, are there? We've just got that one last shape, which has 7 sides. Now, if it's got 7 sides, what type of shape is it? Oh, yes, it's a heptagon, isn't it? So I can add one tally mark next to heptagon. So there we go. We have used all the shapes because all of the shapes are crossed out. So now we need to know how many of each shape there is. So therefore, let's start with triangles. Now, how many tally marks are there next to triangles? Well, there are 3 tally marks. So therefore, there are 3 triangles. And next to squares, there is only 1 tally mark. So therefore, there's only 1 square. And the same with pentagons. There's only 1 tally mark, which shows there's only 1 pentagon. Okay, now what about hexagons and heptagons? Please could you pause the video now and fill in the total for hexagons and heptagons? Okay, yeah, 2. So how many hexagons were there? Well, there are 3 tally marks next to hexagons. So therefore, there are 3 hexagons. And again, there is only 1 tally mark next to heptagons. So therefore, there's only 1 heptagon. Fantastic. Well done. If you filled those in correctly now, this is your task. You are going on a shape hunt. Okay, so you have the first worksheet, which you will find on resource 3. Okay, and it says to make a list of the items you find for each shape. So you're going to have a look around your house or around your garden if you have one. How many different shapes can you find? So for example, if I found a book, I would write it in the first on the first worksheet, okay? And then when I found some items for each of my shapes, I am then going to create a tally chart for it, okay? So I'm going to use my information from when I've walked around my house and my garden to create my tally chart, which you'll also find on resource 3. Okay, so once you've done that, you complete your tally chart using tally marks for each shape. Okay, so can you pause the video now, Yetu, and go on your shape hunt around your house or your garden? Okay, Yetu, did you manage to find lots of different shapes in your house or garden? Fantastic, well done. So now we are going to do some problem solving. So here is our first problem solving question. And it says, which shape is the odd one out? Now let's have a think. How could a shape be the odd one out? Well, we could look at how many sides it has. That could help us, couldn't it? So let's have a look at the first shape on the left. Well, I'm going to count. It's got 1, 2, 3 sides. Okay, so this shape has 3 sides. What about the one at the top? Well, it's got 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's got 3 sides again. So now I'd like you to pause the video and have a look at the other 2 shapes. How many sides have these shapes got? Okay, yeah, so let's have a look. Well, this shape here on the right has 1, 2, 3 sides, and the shape in the middle has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So therefore, which one is the odd one out? Well, yes, it's the one in the middle, isn't it? Because all of the others have 3 sides, but the one in the middle has 4 sides. Now, what type of shape are the 3 that have 3 sides? Yes, they're triangles, aren't they? So therefore, we can write that this one is the odd one out because it has 4 sides and the others have 3. And it is not a triangle like the others. Fantastic. Well done if you notice that one was the odd one out. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. So I'm thinking of a 2D shape with less than 4 sides. Okay, well, we know that a square has 4 sides. So it's going to have less sides than a square, isn't it? Now I've got all of my 2D shapes at the bottom. Now let's have a look at the first shape. Now, how many sides has that shape got? Well, that shape has got 7 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So therefore, has that shape got less than 4 sides? Well, no, it hasn't. Our heptagon has not got less than 4 sides. Now, what about the square? Well, we just said that a square has 4 sides. So it doesn't have less than 4 sides, does it? It has 4 sides. So no, can't be the square. Now, what about the triangle? How many sides does a triangle have? Well, yes, it has 3 sides, doesn't it? Now, is 3 less than 4? Yes, it is, isn't it? So therefore, Whitney could be thinking of a triangle. So now I'd like you to pause the video and have a look at the last shapes on the page and see if you can work out, could Whitney be thinking of that shape? Okay, Yetu, so let's have a look. Well, the next shape, the yellow shape, has how many sides? Well, it has 5 sides, doesn't it? It is what type of shape? Yes, it is a pentagon. So therefore, we can't have that one because 5 is more than 4. Okay, now what about the circle? How many sides does a circle have? Yes, a circle just has 1 side, doesn't it? So therefore, can we be thinking of this shape? Well, yes, we can. Okay, now what about the next one? So the next one has 6 sides, the red shape. So what type of shape is this? Well, it's a hexagon, isn't it, with 6 sides? But could you be thinking of a hexagon? No, she couldn't, because it needs to have less than 4 sides, and 6 is more than 4. So therefore, we can cross that one out. What about the next one? Well, how many sides does the pink shape have? Well, let's count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have got 8 sides here. Now, is 8 less than 4? No, it's not. So we cannot be thinking of that shape. What about the last one? Well, this shape has 4 sides. It's a rectangle, isn't it? So can she be thinking of a rectangle? No, because we need less than 4 sides, and a rectangle has exactly 4 sides. So there we go. She can't, oh, I don't know why that's circled. That's meant to have a cross. She cannot be thinking of the rectangle. Okay, so the only 2 shapes that she could be thinking of is a circle or a triangle. All of the other shapes that we had, she definitely couldn't be thinking of because they have more than 4 sides, or they have 4 sides exactly. Well, fantastic. Well done, Year 2, for completing that question. So now it's your turn. On your worksheet, Year 2 Maths, 22nd of February, resource 4, you will find 2 problem-solving questions that are very similar to the ones that we've just done. So please, could you pause the video now? This is the end of the lesson, and have a go at those problem-solving questions. And I will see you in our next maths lesson. Bye.